to all intents and purposes. The universe and its laws and its phenomena are just as real so far as man is concerned, and they would be under the hypothesis of materialism and energy. Under any hypothesis, the universe and its outer aspect is changing, ever flowing, and transitory, and therefore devoid of a substantial and reality. But note the other pole of truth. Under same hypothesis, we are compelled to act and live as if the fleeting things were real and substantial, with this difference always between the various hypotheses, that under the old view mental power was ignored as a natural force, while under mentalism it becomes the greatest natural force, and this one difference revolutionizes life to those who understand the principle and its resulting laws and practices. So finally, students all grasp the advantage of mentalism and learn to know and apply the laws resulting therefrom, but do not yield to the temptation which, as a Kybalion states, overcomes the half-wise, and which causes them to be hypnotized by the apparent unreality of things, the consequence being that they wandered about like dream people, dwelling in a world of dreams, ignoring the practical work of life and man, and being that they are broken against the rocks and torn asunder by the elements by reason of their folly. Rather follow the example of the wise, which the same authority states, use law against law, the higher against the lower, and by the art of alchemy transmute that which is undesirable into that which is worthy, and thus triumph. Following the authority, let us avoid the half-wisdom which is folly, which ignores the truth that mastery consists not in the abnormal dreams, visions, and fantastic imaginings of living, but in using our higher forces against the lower, escaping the pains of the lower planes by vibrating on the higher. Remember always, students, that transmutation, not presumptuous denial, is the weapon of the masters. The above quotations are from the Kybalion, and are worthy of being committed to memory by the student. We do not live in a world of dreams, but in a universe which, while relative, is so far as our lives and actions are concerned. Our business in the universe is not to deny existence, but live using the laws from lower to higher. From lower to higher. Living on, doing the best that we can under the circumstances arising each day, and living so far as possible to our biggest ideas and ideals. The true meaning of life is not known to men on this plane, if indeed to any, but the highest authorities, and our own intuitions teach us that we will make no mistake in living up to the best that is in us so far as it is possible, and realizing the universal tendencies in the same direction in spite of the apparent evidence to the contrary. We are all on the path, and the road level leads upward ever, with frequent resting places. Read the message of the Kybalion, and follow the example of the wise, avoiding the mistake of the half-wise, who perish by reason of their folly. Chapter 7. The All in All. Go. While all is in the all, it is equally true that the all is in all. To him who truly understands this truth hath come great knowledge. The Kybalion. How often have the majority of people heard repeated the statement that their deity, called by many names, was all in all? And how little have they suspected the inner occult truth concealed by these carelessly uttered words? The commonly used expressions is a survival of the ancient Hermetic maxim quoted above. As the Kybalion says, to him who truly understands this truth have come great knowledge. And thus being so, let us seek the truth, the understanding of that which so much in this statement of truth, this Hermetic maxim, is concealed by one of the greatest philosophical, scientific, and religious truths. We have given you the Hermetic teachings regarding the mental natures of the universe. The truth that the universe is mental, held in the mind of the all. As the Kybalion says, the passage quoted above, all is in all. But note also the correlated statement that it is equally true that the all is in all. This apparent contradictory statement is reconcilable under the law of paradox. It is, moreover, an exact hermetic statement of the relation existing between the all and its mental universe. We have seen how all is in all. Now let us examine the other aspect of the subject. The Hermetic teachings are to the effect that the all is immanent and remaining within, inherent, abiding within its universe, and in every part, particle, unit, or combination within the universe. This statement is usually illustrated by the teachers by reference to the principle of correspondence.